Hi, my name is Nikki Peace. I am so grateful that you are here on your mats with me. Today, I will be guiding you through a roughly 60-minute journey into power sequence. You can expect to feel really great when we are done. It is essentially power posing and strengthening for an hour. So, if at any point what I suggest doesn't feel good to you, please don't do it. All right. I will try my best to cue modifications. Props are homies, right? Like they bring the earth to you and make things a little easier to digest. So, without further ado, I think we should begin in a heart opener. So, if you've got anything soft to lean up against, I like taking my bolster and simply placing a block underneath. Oh, whatever position feels good for your feet. You could be in a butterfly. Oh, that's a little heavy for me right now. They could be up like this. They could be straight out in front of you. It really doesn't matter. I'm just going to be crisscross applesauce here. And then lean back. Just like this. Maybe take a few sighs to let go of whatever the hell the day has been. In through the nose. Sigh it out. Stay here in this heart opening pose. I'm just going to share with you a little bit of wisdom from Ashtanga, the 8 limbs of yoga. Um, we are very familiar with the asana, physical poses of yoga. However, one of the limbs is the yamas and niyamas. So I've got a couple books here. You guys stay still. The yamas could be in reference to moral precepts, and niyamas are personal observances. Think of this as a guide um, of a way of living. The very first yama is known as ahimsa, okay? Quickly translated to nonviolence. Um, what I would like for us to embody today, or what this yama um, invites us to do, is essentially hold a vision of world peace, and that we seek to embody that vision within ourselves. So when we traditionally think of violence, we have a tendency to think of physical violence, right? Obviously, not that, right? Let's not participate in physical violence, but also mental violence, right? Like emotional violence towards others. And really, in today's practice for yourself, I'd like you to focus non-violence against yourself. Okay, that inner critic, the inner judgment, right? The inner "I'm not good enough. This doesn't look right. Why can't I do it?" Let's attempt to silence that. Okay, and instead embrace ourselves through the vision of ahimsa, through the vision of nonviolence, through the vision of peace within ourselves. So go ahead and come up onto a seat. We can remove the bolster. We're going to slowly integrate back into our bodies here. Come into a tabletop position. There's my block. You know, hands about, shoulder distance apart, knees about hip distance apart, whatever feels comfortable to you here. Press down through the base of your pointer finger and kind of the heel of your hand. We want to kind of create a grip here, like a suction cup, so that you can spiderweb your fingers out and press down through the tips of your fingertips. On an inhale, you're going to drop your belly for cow pose and look up, arching your back. Exhale, round through your upper back and look behind you for cat. Think like a Halloween cat here. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Come to a neutral spine. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Look up, stretch up, maybe take a few wrist circles. So good, get those cracks out. And exhale, thread your arm under your left, bringing your right cheek to meet the mat. Stay here for a breath or two. If you want more of a stretch, you can bring your left arm straight in and reach towards the front of your mat. Or you could even come into a small half bind, reaching for that hip crease on your right side. Exhale, release the bind. Press down through your left hand. Extend your right arm up for an alternate stretch. And balance out in tabletop again. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, thread underneath. Stay for a couple breaths before pushing your body farther. What this does is it tells your body you are safe. Safe to relax. Safe to play. Safe in a place of nonviolence. Exhale, release your bind. Press in through your right hand and extend your left arm up. Come back into tabletop. All right, something we're gonna play with here. In a tabletop position, raise your right knee up like a fire hydrant. Super fun. Extend your right leg out and step down. On an inhale, press through your hands, come up, exhale, bend over that right leg. This is called gate pose. And I'm gonna have to move my mat to do the other side. That's fun. Maybe I'll just turn around. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come back into fire hydrant. Let's do a couple of these. Whew. Fire up that hip flexor. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Not trying to moon you. I just gotta do the other side. Inhale your left knee up for fire hydrant on this side. Exhale, extend and drop it. Inhale, press up, engage your core. And exhale, lean to the left. Possible, maybe you look up past your right elbow. And exhale, release. Come back to fire hydrant. And kick out that foot a couple times. Whew! That is a fiery one. How fun. All right. Come back into your tabletop at the front of your mat if you had to move like me. Inhale your knees off the mat. Exhale, hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. This is not a straight leg contest here. Take as much bend in your knees as you need. Take a slight bend in your elbows. Inhale, bring your hands to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Again, the vision is nonviolence here. There's no shoulds, there's no place you gotta be. You're just grateful for this moment on your mat. Find ragdoll. Let your head hang very heavy here. Maybe you sway from side to side. Maybe take a huge bend in your knees if that feels good today. Inhale, come up into extended mountain. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. All right, we are about to move into the awakening series of Journey into Power. This means we are going to be attempting Whew, to get our blood moving, all right? As you see, I have the fireplace on. My husband will kill me when he watches this video, but it is literally snowing outside. So, all right, we're going to do a sun salutation A with a little bit of a twist. So please listen for that if you're familiar, okay? So, inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat for a plank. And continue the exhale. And inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look and step to the jumping or to the front of your mat. Whew. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into chair pose. Whew. Your feet can be together. Your feet can be apart. I think for this variation, we should have them apart. Pull the front of your belly in towards your spine and rotate the front of your pelvis up. We are trying to look like a thunderbolt here. Hold for 2 more breaths. And on the next exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Exhale, step into Warrior 2. Inhale, bring your hands behind your back. Exhale, fold as forward as you can, and on this weird 45-degree angle for a humble warrior. Inhale, back to Warrior 2. Exhale, hands at heart center, chair pose. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. All right, we're moving now. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, shoot your feet back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more times, all right? As I tell myself. Inhale, look and jump forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair. Exhale, hands right center. Inhale your left foot backward. Inhale, clasp your hands. Exhale, find your humble warrior. Inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Exhale, find chair. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump. High plank, low plank. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So I guess technically, now we have 2 more. 1 on each side. Inhale, look and step forward to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair. Remember Ahimsa. Inhale, right foot back, Warrior 2. Inhale, clasp your arms. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, chair. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. All right, 1 more, the other side. Inhale, look, step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for chair. Left foot back, warrior two. Inhale, clasp your hands. Exhale, fold. Humble one. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. Chair. Inhale, extended mountain. Maybe it was light back then. Exhale, forward fold. Whew. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale. Whew. Downward facing dog. Yeah, all right. That's pretty good. Pretty good blood pump. All right. Inhale your right leg high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your foot. Come into crescent lunge. Exhale, revolved crescent. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, find downward facing dog. As we move into the left side for this vitality sequence, keep in mind that while our body is split in two, left and right side, imagine them as two different entities. And then it'll make more sense as to why they feel different. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your left foot, come up into crescent lunge. And revolved crescent. See what you're looking at. Try to find one focus point as you are twisting and turning your body in all different ways through this practice. Keeping your gaze soft. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Pull pit of belly in towards spine, rotating your pelvis up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, find downward facing dog. If it's available to you, it is kind of available to me. Cueing and doing is a skill. But if you can find Ujjayi breathing, in through the nose, out through the nose, there is numerous research to suggest that this is the appropriate way to breathe and will cultivate more muscles in your diaphragm that will ultimately help you stay healthier for longer. Okay, inhale, look and step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up into extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center or Anjali Mudra. This fire's hot. We are moving into the equanimity series of Journey into Power, which cultivates balance within ourselves. Okay, so first move is shift your weight into your left foot, taking a slight bend in your left leg, okay? Inhale, raise your right leg. This is called single leg mountain pose. It is best to find something to focus on while you're in balancing poses, while pulling your belly button in towards your spine, activating your core. On your next exhale, find airplane pose by kicking your right heel back towards the wall behind you. See what you're looking at. Inhale your arms out in front of you for warrior 3. And find half moon. Take your time. Now, before you go there, I want you to visualize it. Visualize yourself in warrior 2 with your left foot forward. On an exhale, go there. All right. This is familiar and nice. Whew, my left quad is burning. On your next inhale, bring your left foot to meet your right, crossing your left leg over your right and your left arm under your right for eagle pose. On an inhale, raise your elbows up. And exhale, sink deeper into the lunge. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, find that warrior 2. And meet me in downward dog. That felt pretty good. All right. Inhale, look and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale your left foot high or up for single leg mountain. And check your hips here. You don't want them twisted, right? Like rocking. You want them, parallel to the floor in your mat. Notice what you're looking at. You know what's coming. Find airplane. Blocks are friends. And every side is different. You're not a bad person if you can't do the same pose on both sides, all right? Come into warrior 3. Find your version of half moon on this side. Visualize warrior 2 and exhale. Go there. Inhale, bring your right foot to meet the left. Cross your right leg over your left. Right arm under. I'm just going to face you for this. Oh, if I can. All right. And release. Warrior 2. And let's come into downward dog. Inhale. Your left leg high. Exhale. Plant your foot. Rotate your right foot and come back into your warrior two. Inhale, stretch only your upper body forward. Exhale, straighten your leg and hinge, come into triangle pose. That's got to be my favorite way to get into this pose. You feel or hear that inner critic right now. This pose looks easy. Just hold it for a few, huh? When she comes out to play, you tell her it's okay. Your inner critic, I mean, you're doing something new, even if you've done this pose 1,000 times. Not in this moment. The subtlest of shifts into Ahimsa have dramatic effects on the world around you. Inhale, come up into star. Exhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Then your hips. We're going to hinge forward. Oof. Maybe bring your toes in for a nice back of the leg stretch. Side facing forward fold. Inhale, pull your core up. Now we are going to come into pyramid pose. You want your feet to be facing forward. Think like they're on skis, okay? Keeping a slight bend in both knees. Ensure that you can press down through the center of your right heel. And with your hands on your hips, hinge forward. Keeping your back straight, you see here. Maybe you find blocks so you can surrender a little more. If you can't press in through the back of your right heel or through the center of your right heel, try taking a shorter stance, okay? Bringing your feet closer together. I rather have come to like twisting triangle, so you can place your hand on a block or on the mat, your left hand, I mean, and rotate your torso to the right and extend your right hand up and look up. We could try the other way. I feel like this way is right. My bad. Left hand up. Honestly, we're just going to do both on both sides. They both felt good to me. On an exhale, forward fold at the front of your mat. Ooh. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, come up into extended mountain. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in. And exhale your left foot back. Find your warrior two on this side. Now without moving your legs, reach your torso forward. Straighten your right leg and hinge for triangle. Notice what you're feeling and see where you can relax and align. Envision your body between two panes of glass here. As a snowboarder on this side, turning my head left because I ride goofy requires a little bit of focus. I'm always looking the other way. Inhale, come up into star. Oof. And then hinge for forward fold, side facing. Let's take a gentle twist. Place your left hand down on the mat and reach your right arm up. Release and switch. Inhale, hinge up, come back to star. And we're going to be on skis again for pyramid pose. Remember, keep slight bend in both knees for balance. Grab your hips, press down firmly through the center of your left heel, and hinge forward. Find your blocks, or water bottles, or books. All good, and whatever you got totally works. And I think we twisted in first. God, that feels good. And now, let's twist this way. I don't know everything. Oh, forward fold at the front of your mat. Oh. All right, we are going to inhale into extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a flat back. And exhale, high to no plank. We're going to be on our bellies. What we're going to do next is the igniting sequence, okay? So this is all about back bends. But we're going to kind of ease our way into it, all right? So the first pose we are going to do is called locust. All right, this is where our arms are spread back. Imagine you are a skydiver, okay? And now raise your chest and your legs and look forward in front of your mat about 6 inches, I'd say. And hold it, igniting through your legs. And release, drop your right cheek to the mat. Inhale into locust again. Exhale your left cheek to the mat. Now we're going to come into floor bow, grabbing the outside of your ankles, flexing your feet, rolling your shoulders back towards your spine. Inhale, pull up. And as you exhale, you should move forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Do that one more time. Grab your ankles. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Whew. Now let's come into a cobra. Come into tabletop. Press down into downward facing dog. Whew. Inhale, roll over your hands into a plank. Drop your knees into tabletop. Come into a kneeling position. Now we're going to move into camel, okay? I do believe this is my favorite back bend. I just feel so powerful in it. Okay, so rotate your toes under your heels. You want your feet about hip distance apart. Place your hands on your hips like this. Inhale your right arm high, and exhale, swing it out and grab your heel if it's available. If not, you can simply place it here as if you have an imaginary back pocket, okay? Inhale your left arm, wheel it out. Pulling your belly button in towards your spine, protecting your lower back. Inhale, slowly. Let's do it one more time. Another version, which I'm going to take in an effort to demonstrate Ahimsa. Non-violence here. Take blocks on either side of your feet, okay? Inhale your right arm. Exhale, find your block. Inhale your left. Exhale, find your block. Nice. And come on up. Whew. Move on to your seat. Find butterfly with your feet and lie back. This is called Supta Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose while laying down. Try to find the small of your back on the mat by rotating your pelvis up. Bring your right hand to belly, your left hand to your heart. If you lost it, reconnect with your breath. Maybe you bring your feet to the mat and the windshield wiper. That feels so good on my lower back. Okay, now I believe what's next is stability. Oh yeah, it is. So we're gonna try a really fun compound move, okay? Which means it's more move than one. And it's going to impact a bunch of stuff, okay? So we are first going to find boat pose. And then we are going to find, like this, a half pigeon variation where we fold forward and then come up to your knees and extend your right arm forward. Come back into bow. And let's find the opposite way. This way. Let's do that again. Find bow. Right knee forward for a folding half pigeon. Come onto your knees. And come into a camel variation with the side stretch. Back into bow. Let's hold this. Folding half pigeon. Left knee forward. Come up. Right arm back. Extend. Come back into bow. That could be fun if we played with it more. Now let's really focus on our core here. Inhale your arms up in this boat position. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Two more. Last one. And release. Oh, that was fun. Thanks for playing. What did I write down next for us? Ooh, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock and roll because it feels good. And then come into downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale your right hand to the outside of your right foot for a lizard lunge. I like to drop my left knee down to the mat, finding a couple blocks here to really engage that left hip. Every exhale, see where you can release and soften. Remove the blocks if they're there. We're going to find your version of galaxy pose. So go ahead and heel toe your foot out. so that your toes are kind of off the mat at a 45-degree angle. Press, if it's comfortable, your right knee out. It's available. You can bend your left leg, opening your chest and reaching for that left foot. Giving yourself a hip and yummy, yummy quad stretch. Okay, no slingshots. Release your left foot and heel toe your right foot across for half pigeon. Challenge yourself to a straight spine and don't fully surrender to the restorative form of this pose. All right, press down into three-legged dog. Maybe you open your hip for some blood flow. Exhale, release it back. Inhale, left foot high, three-legged dog. Exhale, lizard lunge on the outside of your left hand. Find your blocks. Bring your left foot to a 45-degree angle, facing out. Pressing your left knee out, opening your left hip. If it's available, open into galaxy. Exhale, release. Heel toe your foot across for half pigeon. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stay symmetrical. If you open your hip on the other side, open it here. And now come into like a bridge position. We are going to use blocks or pillows or something for a supported waterfall. This is where we simply kick our feet up into the air. I'm making up words here, but think of it like a little reverse osmosis. We are allowing the blood to flow back into our massive organs. And really, what we're doing here is telling our parasympathetic system that we are safe. We'll be here for a full minute. If you don't want to take supported waterfall and you prefer to go into a shoulder stand or in a plow pose, by all means. This is your practice. I am merely a guide. Go ahead and release. If you have a strap or scarf, really any garment, we are going to find it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Straighten your left leg long against the mat. Find that strap or garment. Wrap it around the arch of your right foot. And again, not a straight leg contest. Be nice. No violence here. Bend your right knee slightly. And as you exhale, engage your elbow to pull your toes towards your face. On your next exhale, release your right foot towards the floor while keeping your left hip down on the mat. Oh, I gotta stay here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release to the left. Maybe switch arms. Oh, feels so good. This is stretching your IT band that runs all the way from your hip, pretty sure all the way down to your ankle. You can feel it. All right, inhale, come up. Gently release the strap and lower your right leg down. Now switch sides. Exhale, pull your toes closer by engaging your elbow. Exhale, release to the left. Oh man, I've got this nice little bench. I'm just going to use as some support here. Oh, that feels good. Inhale through center and exhale to the right. Oh yeah. Inhale through center, gently release the strap and your leg to the mat. Now bring your right knee into your chest, hug it tight, and exhale, stack your hips over to the left, single leg supine twist. Inhale through center. Extend your right leg long. Bring your left knee in, hug it towards your chest. Exhale. Ooh, supine twist to the right. If your body requires any additional movement, take it now. Otherwise, come into your final resting pose, Savasana. I will leave you here for a few moments of silence before I call you out. without opening your eyes. Remember where you are. Take notice of the sounds around you. Bring back your attention to your body. Maybe wiggle your toes and your hands. And inhale, give a good morning stretch. Stretch up towards the top of your mat and your feet towards the bottom. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, sideways. When you're ready, roll over to either side that's calling to you. Coming into some version of a fetal position. And take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today. Take another moment to be grateful. And as human beings on planet Earth, we are capable of changing our perspective and shifting towards one of Ahimsa, nonviolence. On an inhale, push yourself up to a seat. Extend your arms out high, extend them up. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. As I leave you to go about your day and your life, please remember this. Just like a pebble being thrown into the river that cultivates ripples forever and ever against the surface of the water, so too will your subtle shifts into nonviolence ripple through the world and the relationships you have with others and yourself. Inhale your hands to your third eye in between your eyebrows, place of intuition. And we exhale and bow forward in gratitude for this practice that came to us all the way from India and brought us together today. Thank you so much, you guys. Mwah. I love you. If you're interested in learning more about the yamas and niyamas, I got a couple cool book recommendations. The Yamas and Niyamas by Deborah Adele, I would bet. Exploring Yoga's Ethical Practice. This was the first one that I read in my yoga teacher training last summer. And this other one by Bava Ram, The 8 Limbs of Yoga, Pathway to Liberation. It breaks down the yamas and niyamas with a more spiritual perspective. Honestly, I'm hoping to read as many books as I can, with as many perspectives as I can on the yamas and niyamas. They are based, of course, on the Yoga Sutras that are over 4,000 years old or something. So pretty interested in it. If you have another book recommendation, please drop it in the comments. If you want to be a part of my yoga evolution, please subscribe. And of course, if you love it, share it with your homies. I would be more than appreciative. All right. Mwah. Go have a blessed day, guys.